First, press the button that matches the book you would like to read. Disney, Mickey Mouse Clubhouse, Mickey's Silly Day. One morning, while Pluto is playing, he bumps into the clubhouse's silly switch. Oops, the silly switch moves from off to super silly. Giant pumpkins, elephants, and flying pies fill the clubhouse. Pluto tries to bark, but meows instead. To solve this problem, let's use our noodles. Everybody say, "Oh, Toodles," says Mickey. Mickey is silly too. He can only talk in rhymes. Instead of Toodles, a helping hand appears. The hand puts Mickey and Pluto outside the clubhouse. Pluto moves in disappointment. Mickey tries to go back inside, but a giant piggy bank is blocking the door. 5 coins, please, oinks the piggy bank. If we want to get through that door, we'll need 3 coins plus 2 coins more, says Mickey. He tosses 5 coins into the piggy bank. The piggy bank shrinks. Back inside the clubhouse, Toodles is waiting with a mousecatool, a handy fishing pole. It's time for us to fix this glitch by turning off the silly switch, declares Mickey. The hand at the end of the pole grabs the silly switch and pulls it down. The elephants, pumpkins, and pies leave the clubhouse. Pluto barks happily. Hot dog, says Mickey. I'm not rhyming anymore. Still, there's one more silly thing for Mickey to do. The hot dog dance. Disney, Mickey Mouse Clubhouse, Zookeeper Goofy. Goofy is the zookeeper today. Uh-oh, he has lost all the animals. Don't worry, Goof, Mickey says. We'll find them. Oh, Toodles, Mickey calls. Toodles zips over with 4 mousecatools, a bullhorn, a blanket, a piggy bank, and a mystery tool. Now let's start looking, says Mickey. Goofy calls for the cows, but the cows don't answer. Time for a mousecatool, says Mickey. Goofy chooses the bullhorn and calls again. This time, a cow answers. Mickey and Goofy follow the sound. Oh boy, Mickey says, how do we get the cows off that island? He sees a sailboat, but it's missing a sail. Goofy says, we can use the blanket mousecatool for a sail. With the blanket raised, the friends cross the water to get the cows. Here, piggies, Goofy calls. The pigs are riding the Ferris wheel at Pete's carnival. Pete won't let them off until they pay for the ride. The pigs don't have any money. Goofy remembers the piggy bank mousecatool. It's full of coins. The pals pay Pete for the pig's ride. The last missing animal is an elephant. Donald helps Mickey and Goofy search. Suddenly, they hear a blast from the tree. Mickey and Goofy follow the sound. Oh boy, Mickey says, how do we get the cows off that island? He sees a sailboat, but it's missing a sail. This tricky situation calls for Toodles. One mystery mousecatool is left, peanuts. If the pals shake the peanuts, maybe the little guy will come down. It's working, says Goofy. Way to go, Goof, says Mickey. All the animals are back at the petting zoo. Gosh, says Goofy, being a zookeeper sure is hard work. Disney, Mickey Mouse Clubhouse, 3 cheers for us. On the baseball field, Pete's team wins again. Gosh, we'll never beat Pete, says Goofy. Sure we will, says Mickey. The big relay race is next week. Let's train extra hard. The pals start training in the weight room. Pete is stronger and bigger than Goofy, so Goofy lifts weights to get stronger. Then I take the weights off and eat them to get bigger, he says. Next is a long bike ride. Goofy pedals fast, but Mickey gets a flat tire, and Donald and Daisy fall behind. The Clubhouse friends try rowing. The crew paddles left, right. Donald can't keep up. His paddle seems extra heavy. On the archery field, Goofy aims his bow and... Whoa! The arrow flies backward. Maybe I can share some tips, says Minnie. Goofy is ready to jump in the pool. I'm like a minnow, he says. Nothing can hold me back. Pluto's the best swimmer, though. What a doggy paddle. Watch this, Goofy says on the tennis court. He swings his racket, and the ball bounces right back. My point, Mickey says. Golf is good for hand-eye coordination, says Mickey. When's the training is over celebration? Asks Goofy. On the day of the big relay race. Pete looks ready as he warms up, but the Clubhouse pals are ready too. The race starts. Pete's team is fast, but the Clubhouse team is faster. Mickey sprints to the early lead, and the team never looks back. We did it, says Mickey. 3 cheers for us. Disney Mickey Mouse Clubhouse. X marks the spot. Walking along on a sunny day, Mickey spies a map. The map shows a trail that passes colorful shapes and ends at a red X. X marks the spot, says Mickey. I'll need Mouse-Gatools for a treasure hunt. Oh, Toodles! Toodles brings a key, a rope ladder, and a mystery Mouse-Gatool. Mickey shows the treasure map to his friends. They climb into the glove balloon to search for the first shape, a yellow diamond. Darsh, says Goofy. I can't see anything with that yellow kite in the way. Wait, the kite is the yellow diamond, says Mickey, and steers toward it. Suddenly, the glove balloon flies into a mountaintop. The balloon gets stuck. Oh, Toodles, Goofy calls. Which Mouse-Gatool will help us climb down, wonders Mickey. The friends climb down the rope ladder. Now we need to find a green square, says Mickey. Pluto barks at a shrub. He's found the next shape. Mickey sees the Toon car behind the shrub, but the engine isn't on. He calls, Oh, Toodles! Which Mouse-Gatool will start the car? Mickey asks. The key starts the car. Which shape is next? Asks Minnie. A blue circle, answers Goofy, just like the one on that sign. Everyone cheers. Look, says Daisy, pointing to a picnic table with a red X on it. Minnie says, what a delicious treasure. Let's celebrate before we eat. Oh, Toodles! The mystery Mouse-Gatool is a radio. Mickey and his friends turn on some music and dance. Hot dog! Disney Mickey Mouse Clubhouse. What's cooking? Miska, Muska, Mickey Mouse. What's going on at the Clubhouse today? Chef Minnie is giving a cooking lesson before tonight's sleepover. Mickey, Donald, Daisy, and Goofy want to learn how to make Minnie's pretty pizza pie. Pluto wants to help too. Is the pizza pretty yet? Asks Mickey. It will be, says Chef Minnie. Let's use lots of colors for the toppings. Minnie likes to use red sauce, orange cheese, and green peppers on her pizzas. But the first pizza out of the oven is not as pretty as Minnie hoped. I think, says Minnie, the pizza needs one more color. Let's try again, Minnie says. Daisy, will you make the dough? Donald, would you slice the onions? I'll be right back. Chef Minnie and Mickey rush out to find one more color for the pizza. At the Moo Mart, Minnie greets Clarabelle. I need something yellow today, says Chef Minnie. What do you think Minnie will get to put on the pizza? Oh, it's perfect, says Chef Minnie. Just 10 minutes in the oven, and out pops a pretty pineapple-y pizza pie. Now it's time for Minnie and her pals to eat their colorful creation. Hot dog, says Mickey. Hot pizza, says Goofy. Cooking and cleaning up is always more fun with friends. Sweet dreams, says Chef Minnie. For breakfast tomorrow, I'll teach you how to make pretty pineapple pancakes. Disney Mickey Mouse Clubhouse, an astronutty adventure. Professor Von Drake is planning an adventure, a journey to outer space for the Clubhouse gang. It's a very important mission, says the professor. Are you ready to go? Ready, willing, and able, says Mickey. Outer space, here we come. Why are you bringing paints and paper, Daisy? Asks Donald. So we can make spacecrafts, answers Daisy. Don't forget your spacesuit, Goofy, advises Mickey. Got it, says Goofy, plus an asteroid belt to hold up my pants. 3, 2, 1, blast off! I packed a picnic basket, says Minnie. Is anybody hungry? Nope, says Mickey. We just had a big launch. Earth to astronauts, calls the professor. Do you see any animals up there? Yes, says Donald. The cow that jumped over the moon. Earth to astronauts. What do the stars look like? Asks the professor. They're sparkling clean, says Mickey. They probably just got out of a meteor shower. How does Saturn look? Wonders the professor. Rich, says Goofy. It's wearing some really big rings. Is the sun too hot to visit? Asks Minnie. Not if we land at sunset, laughs Mickey. Why do you want to go to the sun? Minnie smiles. To get sunflowers for Professor Von Drake. Thanks, Professor, for sending us on this astro-nutty adventure. Disney Mickey Mouse Clubhouse, an astro-nutty adventure. Disney Mickey Mouse Clubhouse, Pluto's big talent. Pluto wakes up early. He is excited. Today is the first ever That Dog's Got Talent show. Pluto takes a relaxing swim and then looks for Mickey. Mickey and Pluto have time for one more training session before they meet Pete and his dog Butch at the competition. Hot dog! Pluto can juggle 5 balls. For the talent show, Pluto will attempt to juggle 6 balls. It's time to start the show. Goofy calls the contestants to the stage, but Pluto has a problem. He can find only 1 ball. Here come Donald and Daisy and Minnie. They want to see Pluto and Butch perform. Do they have something Pluto can juggle? Look, Pluto is juggling 6 yummy foods. Count 'em. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Can Butch beat that? For his talent, Butch will try to dog paddle all the way across the pool. Uh-oh, he's not very good at dog paddling. It's a good thing Pluto is. Everyone agrees that Pluto is the winner of today's That Dog's Got Talent show. Butch himself graciously gives Pluto the medal. Do you think Pluto would give Butch some dog paddling lessons? Asks Pete. Sure thing, says Mickey. Then Pluto gets a big surprise. He has won another prize. The Helping Hound Award. Mickey and Pluto have time for one more training session. That Pluto sure does have talent, says Goofy. Yep, says Mickey. And for his next talent, he will nap until the sun goes down. Disney Mickey Mouse Clubhouse. Listen to this. Something strange is happening at the clubhouse. I must have hit the silly switch by mistake, Goofy says. Silly things have been going on all day. Like what, asks Mickey. Well, first I heard one silly sound, says Goofy. Then Goofy adds, I heard another. Now, says Goofy, I hear another silly sound. And look, there are tracks all around the clubhouse. Well, Mickey says, the silly switch is off, so that's not it. Maybe Toodles can help us figure out what's going on. Oh, Toodles! Toodles brings 4 mystery Mousecatool clues. Toodles' first Mousecatool clue is a ball. So the first silly sound is the noise a bouncing ball makes, says Mickey. A ball, says Goofy. The second Mousecatool clue is a bell on a collar. Gosh, I still don't get it, says Goofy. The third Mousecatool clue is a milk bowl. Says Mickey. What plays with a ball, wears a collar with a bell, and drinks milk out of a bowl? Whatever it is, says Goofy, it must have cute little paws to leave tracks like these. Paws like a kitty cat, Mickey says. Look, the solution to the mystery is your cat, Mr. Pettibone. Gee willikers, Goofy. Mr. Pettibone just wants to play with you, Mickey says. Play? I'd love to, says Goofy. Here, kitty kitty.